Bang my head against the wall.
Alright, what's going on guys, it's your boy Kieran O'Reilly. I'm doing a Q&A today, so let's jump into it. I asked you guys to ask me some questions on Instagram about an hour ago, and I've got like 33 comments, 32 comments, so let's just have a quick look through and then we'll get started. Right guys, so Connor0953, why did you start a YouTube channel and who inspired you? So I started a YouTube channel in 2010, I believe, because I started uploading edits and stuff. Because my dad could see that I was like into scootering and stuff, he made me a YouTube channel. I'm pretty sure he made me a YouTube channel. And then I uploaded my first edit, which was I'm pretty sure it's Kieran O'Reilly Grit Scooters, which is on like 72,000 views, which was my like sort of welcome to grit edit, but I didn't realise I had to like type that out myself. Yeah, it's confusing. I thought like the sponsor made the welcome to edits, so that's why I don't have a welcome to grit edit, because the rider makes them and I never knew that. But yeah, moving on. Sam_short_11, how long have you been riding for and who got you into riding? So I was riding at 10 years old, I believe. I'm pretty sure I started at 10. I got a JD bug for my 10th birthday off my nan. Shout out to my nan. 7 years in July, bloody hell. Back to the first question, who inspired you? The reason, like, if you're talking about vlogs and stuff, I think the people that inspired me were the Funk Bros, because I was watching a lot of their content at the time, and it sort of just made me like want to go out and film. So I sort of got over my fear of what people think about me for filming videos, and just went out, got one done, uploaded it, got some like insane feedback, so I carried on making them, and you guys seem to enjoy them, and now I've gained like 300 subscribers since I've actually started again. Yeah, that's pretty cool. _Ross Taylor _ are you happy with how far you've come in scootering? Yes, because I've like accomplished so much, it's mad. Like I went from like I was just a kid on the Isle of Wight, like a place no one's heard of, and then I went from that to doing an interview for Nickelodeon, and then from the interview on Nickelodeon to doing the fruit shoot advert with Robinsons, and being taken to Spain to film an advert for 6 days, and then that was on TV for 3 years until like last year. Sponsored at 12, like 2 months into being 12, and I'm still with the same sponsor now, Grit Scooters, and I'm 17. Abby Wells with 3 S's. Have you ever been to Australia? If not, where would you visit in Oz, in AUS? So I've never been to Australia, and if I was to go, I don't know what part of Australia it's in, but I really want to ride Monster Skate Park. That skate park looks insane. That's like the one skate park I really want to ride. The real Ben James, will you come to Cornwall or Devon to ride? And do you know whether Grit will ever do tennis grips like Sacrifice? So I've been to Devon and Cornwall to ride. I rode Paignton Skate Park and oh, I can't remember. It begins with B. If you're from like Cornwall area, you'll know, or Devon. I can't remember, but it's Billy Kendall's old local. Because I done and like Wooden Waves and stuff. Because I've done a like Cornwall tour with Billy Kendall, and it was like a little thing. The video's out on YouTube as well. I'm pretty sure it's like Grit Scooters Cornwall edit or something. So yeah, type that in and check it out. James with a Z _JCH. How old were you when you started riding? 10. P.Tomo, would you ever try a straight backy or 360 flip flat? So if you don't know, I can flare flat. I've got them virtually every go. I've tried backflip 360s flat. No one knows about this, but I've tried backflip 360s flat, and all that happens is I end up doing like the perfect backflip 180 for a flare, because I don't want to. The way I do backflip 360s, basically I do a flare and then straighten out like after I've done the backflip 180 for the flare. So I don't want to straighten out flat, because I'll straighten up to my head, and I don't want to do that. So I was trying to do like backflip 360s and just carry on spinning whilst tucked up, but I was only getting to like the perfect backflip 180 or a little bit over. It was nothing like anything close to 360. So I've tried that, and straight backies flat, I've tried them, I can't land them because I ended up dipping my shoulder like as I'm about to land. So yeah, I've tried them both, I can't do them. Sick. And I don't have a clue if Grit are doing anything like Sacrifice grips. I honestly could not tell you, I don't know. Spencer Smithy, what are your top tips for a flare flat? My top tips for a flare flat, the only thing you've got to focus on is literally popping up. So if you want to do it rolling, it's easier to start off with like waiting until you come to a complete stop and then doing it. But all you want to put all of your energy in to is literally just popping up, and then you want to rotate. That's literally what Dakota told me at Legacy in Essex, and like 2 or 3 days later I landed them just from doing that. So yeah, credit to Dakota for that like tip. But all you want to do is like wait until you come to a stop, and then as you like come to the stop and feel comfortable, put all of your like energy into going up, and then do the rotation instead of like spinning a flare straight away and dropping your shoulder straight away, because then it gives you like a little bit more time and a little bit more of like knowledge of where you are and stuff. So give it a go, because they're really not that hard after you like do it like that. Ryan with a 0 and an 8, like RY0N8. When did you learn to flare flat? I seen this question pop up on my phone and I was like on Facebook waiting for the questions to come through, and I had to go onto Instagram because the day I uploaded it, like 5 minutes after I uploaded it, I put it on Instagram and I found out it was on the 12th of May this year, so that's when I learnt them. Dylan_Assel12, if you could live anywhere in the world, where would you live and why? I'd live in California because the skate parks look insane. Like AMR, I think it is, looks cool. Claremont, I really want to ride Claremont. So yeah, California. And the weather's always looks so peng as well. I'd love to have that weather in the UK, but who wouldn't? Connor Guest with 2 T's, what sponsor would be your dream if Grit wasn't around? I don't know if I can really answer that because it's still sort of promoting another brand, but if anything, I'd probably ride Apex, and they're the only like company that I know that have T-bars other than Grit that I'd actually ride. So Apex. _.m._mun with 2 N's. That's really confusing. What is your favourite trick? My favourite trick for me to do personally is probably a half cab flare flat, because they're really like nice to roll away from when you land it. And my favourite trick to see, or that I've seen, Dakota's like downhill kick right at Almader. That was mental. Harry Milford 77, would you ever come to Dorchester Skate Park in Dorset? I've been there like, probably 4 or 5 times, if not more. I snapped my JD bug forks there when I was like 9 on holiday to Weymouth. I love Dorchester Skate Park, it's sick. I'm pretty sure that's the skate park you're on about, and you'll have to let me know. A little like concrete bowl, and there's like humps and stuff on the side of the park, and that, yeah, I think it's a sick park. I should be around the Weymouth area at some point in 2017. I'm like determined. I've set my mind on it to get there because I absolutely love the front skate park. Normally, I'd finish a session at the Weymouth skate park, and then we'd drive up to Dorchester and have a little session there. So if you're about, then just I'll be posting on my Instagram at the time anyway. HARKINSAM_, favourite place to ride. My favourite place to ride, because I'm from the UK and everyone knows that the best skate park in the UK is Corby. I'm not going to say Corby because I haven't been there for like 4 years. So my favourite place to ride, Area 25, the front skate park and Legacy in Essex. Jackson.Clonan, have you ever face planted whilst doing a trick? I have face planted so many times in my like scooter career. It's unbelievable. Like I've face planted from doing the same trick twice in I think over like 2 weekends. Like one weekend I went there, done it, and then the next weekend I tried it again and done it again. Basically I had like a big jumper on, I didn't think anything of it at the time, and I done an invert over a box like 20 minutes away, not even 20 minutes away from like my old local on the Isle of Wight, and I done the invert, and because I didn't have my hands like at the end of the bar so nothing could get caught, I like proper locked in the invert. I was like up here and it got caught in my like jumper, and I landed like this on the floor, my face, and like, trying to go over a box, and then I chipped my tooth there, like chipped this tooth, and then I done the exact same a week later, or 2 weeks later, or something in that time frame. I done the exact same, and now I've got 3 fillings in one tooth because of that trick. No, actually, I've got 2 fillings in my tooth because of that trick, and then the first filling I had to get is because I tried to catch a tennis ball on my neck whilst I was sat down in class, and I threw it out, went to catch it, and nutted the table. Like, I headbutted the table and chipped my tooth. Yeah, that was fun. Jackson.Clonan, again, who is your favourite rider and why? I have to say Dakota, because I've looked up to Dakota. Well, I looked up to Dakota when I started riding. There was a video going around YouTube called Razor Scooter Tricks, which was like ridiculously popular in like 2010. and yeah, that was insane. I was watching all these tricks and stuff, and obviously it wasn't like tricks you'd seen in edit today, especially from Dakota as well, but like this stuff I hadn't seen before on a scooter because I had just started and I didn't know about any of these like mental tricks and stuff. And I seen him doing like massive airs over like a volcano, which you'd think is like normal now, and yeah, that was pretty cool. So I have to say Dakota, and because he's an absolute machine, like I don't know a trick that he can't do, so I have to say Dakota. Angus3737, what's your worst broken bone? I don't think I've actually broken a bone. I might have broken a rib or two, but that was from a BMX like fail. I remember being in a lot of pain and couldn't move properly because of that. My worst broken bone, I'm assuming you mean from scootering or from like a skate park scootering. I haven't broken a bone, I don't think. But I've dislocated my finger. You can still see it's out of line there, look. Can you see that, my middle finger? That's still out of place from trying front flips at Weymouth like 5 years ago before. Like, yeah, I'd been riding for like a year and I was just trying front flips straight onto a box. And I went to land in like an army dive and went down and my finger just like hit the floor like that. You can see how out of place it is. My finger just hit the floor like that instead of like rolling. So, yeah, that happened. And I've torn a ligament in my knee 3 times or 4 times. I'm pretty sure it's 4 times I've torn a ligament in the same knee. Dislocated it, I've lost count. It sounds ridiculous, but over 100, because my knee, literally at least 3 or 4 times a day, my knee pops in, locks up, and I have to pop it back in. Like, I pull it close to me, and like you hear it pop, and then it's like fine again. So apparently that's a dislocation. So stupid numbers of dislocations. That's all I can really think of. Ollie with a 0, like 0 LLLIE1. How long did it take you to land a Flair flat? It took me over a year. I'm pretty sure it took me more than a year because I didn't know what to do. I got close. I tried it at Rush Skate Park straight to a resi, and I was spinning it to the deck and that, like my first ever attempts, spinning it to the deck, and then I just from then on I just didn't do anything. Like I went back to my like indoor local, and I was trying them to the wood there, like straight to wood and stuff. After trying I think 4 or 5 to resi, and I just kept landing the same how I was on a resi, but just not rolling away. Like I just couldn't. And then it, like until I got that tip off Dakota, like I said, like in the beginning of this video, that's when I really started getting close, like properly close, and actually landed on my feet as well. So yeah, over a year. I'm not sure exactly how, like many months, but over a year. _Mason _O'Connell _ are you my father? I don't think so. RYMZ _elite, how did you start scootering? Right, I was at a skate park in Portsmouth, or it might have been Southsea, I'm not sure. It's not Southsea skate park, but I was in a skate park around Portsmouth area, and I went there on my bike. I was with my mum's mate's son, I believe, who was on a skateboard. I went down to this skate park and there was like a group of kids there, and there was scooters going around. I had no clue that scooters were even a thing. I didn't know what to expect or anything. I'm pretty sure it was JD Bugs and micros, like the very first micros, and like JD Bug foldables and stuff. There wasn't even any like 2-piece scooters out, or whatever they claim they are, like the JD Bug Custom Pros or whatever. It was just a standard like foldable JD Bug. And the first ramp I ever done was a 5 or 6 foot quarter pipe. Like, I just went straight down it and started trying whips and stuff straight up like a little 2-foot box, and it was insane. And that's what properly got me into it. I had so much fun on that scooter, and it was just off some random kid down the skate park. I asked if I could have a go. He said yeah. Like if he didn't say yeah and I didn't have a go on any scooters, then I possibly could not have been here today, like with how far I've come with it. So that's insane. But yeah, it was just from like a random kid that I asked to have a go on a scooter in a skate park in Portsmouth. That's how I got into scootering, because then the following Christmas I asked for a JD Bug, or it was my following birthday I asked for a JD Bug, because I think that was then my 10th, because I started at 10. It all works out. It's like a vague memory, but it works out. So yeah, that's how I got into scootering. That's how I remember getting into scootering anyway. Started going to the skate park every day, only had my mind on that, nothing else whatsoever, and was just constantly at a skate park. It was virtually my second home. Alright guys, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below what you thought of the video. Comment if you want to see different sort of videos, if you want to see more Q&As, if you want to see more challenge videos. Comment ideas of what videos you want to see. I'll read and reply to every single comment, or at least thumbs it up if there's not really anything I can reply to it. So yeah, do that, and if you're new, subscribe, leave a big thumbs up on the video, and it's been your boy Kieran O'Reilly. Until next time, peace.